All right, so I'm just trying to figure out real quickly, you guys, because it's been a while since I did a YouTube live session. So I'm excited. Let me just see if this works. All right, I believe it works. Great. All right, guys. So next time, here's what I'm planning to do. Um, I will send my email list a link to the Zoom link so you guys have the option to watch the live stream here on YouTube or quickly, you guys. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I could hear my voice. Okay, so again, there are two options. You can either join me here on Zoom or you can watch the YouTube live stream as well. So that will be my solution for this. So you guys can also interact with me via Zoom. Anyhow, you are still free to comment down your questions. Again, our topic for today is how to create course content that slays. So it's course content, meaning we're talking about what you should put inside your online course, what your online course outline and the lessons and the modules will be. So that's what we're going to talk about today. This is just going to be like quick um a quick live training for you that I'm doing every other week. So if we do this week, then next week there won't be any live stream, but the week after that, on Thursday, there will be. So that will be October 24th, I believe. But for those of you in the United States, it's going to be October 23rd. And I believe it's 7 p.m. PST or PDT, your time there. Currently it's 10 a.m. my time here. So all right, so I'm so excited. Let's get the party started. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat, if you're watching live right now, or if you are catching up on the replay, then feel free to just still comment down because I would still love to engage with you, interact with you, and answer your questions as well. So let's go. Okay, are you guys ready? So again, the topic for today is how to create course content that stays. And the objective is basically to answer the question, how do I create content for my online course? Maybe if you're an expert, an author, a business owner, an influencer, a content creator, an entrepreneur who is wanting to create an online course to be able to multiply your income and impact, this is one of the questions that you may or may not have asked at some point, or maybe right now, this is exactly your question, and this is why you're here. So that's our main goal for today, is to help you in dealing with this part of the online course creation journey. So how would you like it to create course content that not only educates and informs your students, but actually captivates and transforms their lives? How would you like for that to be your reality? Comment down in the comment section. And once again, our topic for today is how to create course content that slays. Basically, it slays. It wins. It captivates. It transforms. It's not just like a typical course content um that's basically fluff, and you just add everything in there, and it still ends up confusing your students, and it's all information overload for the students. And then by the time you by the time your students are or have taken your course, they're like, okay, actually, what are the results that I got from taking this course? And at the back of their minds, they're like thinking, I actually got nothing. And so we don't want that, right? We don't want that. We want impactful and transformational online courses. And if you believe the same beliefs that I do as a Christian or kingdom driven entrepreneur, we know that we're in this game not just for the money, but for the impact that we're going to create, but to steward the gifts, the skills, the expertise, the talents that God has given us that are not ours after all, but are God's. And He has allowed us to be able to steward those things, to actually share them to people so that we can equip more people, we can encourage and inspire more people, right? And help the people who we can help. So that is why we cannot, for the love of God, just take this lightly. So I don't want to keep you. Let's get started. I hope you have a pen and a paper, because we're going to drop value here. So feel free to take notes, because if you don't, so here's the thing, there are people who don't take notes and they are good at remembering. They have really, really good memory. And so they're going to be able to like go out there, tomorrow, your time, if you're again in the US, or today, if you're from my time zone. And they're going to be like, okay, I've learned these amazing things. Now I'm going to apply it. But then most people, most likely, here's what's going to happen. You tune into this live stream, you watch this video, whether you're watching it live now or you're watching the replay. And then you just listen to me take or teach you all the steps. And then like 30 minutes or 1 hour after, you're like, what did Myrra say again? Like, I forgot. So we don't want that to happen. We want for our learnings to stick more into our minds, and the way that we do that is by taking notes, by just really doing something, or associating whatever you're learning here to a memory, to a thing that you love, or to something that's so familiar and routinary to you that it actually associates with that part of your mind whenever you think of that thing. So then you won't be able to forget it. So those are just some of the techniques. But again, it's important to take notes. Take notes whether you're just on your phone, or if you're an old school person like me, a pen and a paper. I actually have, a notepad here and a pencil. I always have it here beside me. So yeah, let's get started. How do you create course content that stays? The first step is to set the foundations. All right. So I encourage you, I want you to have 3 key things that you should have before you even think about creating your online course content. What is that? Number 1 is your ideal course student avatar. Who is your ideal course student? Who are they? What are their problems? What are their struggles? What are their where are they currently at right now in their life? What do they want to learn? And then where do they want to be? What is their goal? what is their desired outcome? What is the thing that they want to be able to do, reach, or achieve right now that they still can't yet because they don't have the knowledge for it, they don't have the equipment or the tools or the resources for it. And then what is holding them back from getting from their point A to their point B, to where they are now, to from where they are now to where they want to be. So what's holding them back in that in between, right? Just answer those questions and you'll be able to get clarity on your ideal course student avatar. I have made videos on this as well, so feel free to watch those videos. And the next thing, that's the first foundational thing that you must have before going over your course content. The second is your course outcome and transformation. I always talk about this in my videos. And once again, the course outcome is more the tangible, measurable results. And the course transformation is the more holistic results and transformations that they're going to get from taking your course. So an example would be, course outcome would be to learn how to do to market on Instagram, right? So the course transformation is deeper than that. It could be that they want to be able to build a business and start making money online. But then again, why do they want to do that? Because they want time freedom. They want to be able to spend more time with their family, with their kids, right? So those are the course transformation. And the course outcome is that through your course, they will learn how to market their services or their programs through Instagram, right? It could be even more specific than that, but this is just for example purposes. So after you're clear with your course outcome and transformation, you must be clear as well with your course messaging. What will be the unique selling proposition of your course? Why, out of all the courses in that topic, will your ideal course students invest in your course? What's the main difference, right? And the clue here is obviously you. You are the difference. You have a different DNA than the other experts in your industry who are teaching the same things as you are in your course. And your story, you have a different story, right? And those are just some of the things that you can leverage as a unique selling proposition for your course. But it could be, a more exciting feature or a bonus in your course that's not available in the market just yet, right? You could totally be creative here. And so I invite you to comment down in the chat, who is your course designed for? And what is your course all about? Let me know in the chat, and I would be happy to hear from them. So let me actually put my live chat here. All right. So I hope you guys engage. I would definitely love to hear from you. I know that there are some of you who are watching right now. I know it because I can see the numbers here. Okay, but I really, really would appreciate your comments in the chat because I don't want to feel alone here and like I'm just talking to a camera. That's what I do already every week, you guys, for my YouTube videos that I put out to give value to you and to teach you the things that you need to learn about online course creation. But the live streams, they're big because this is where you can get access to me, ask me questions, and and let's be friends. Let's be friends through these live streams. All right. So again, comment them down below. Who is your course designed for? Who is your ideal course student? If you're not clear with that yet, then let me know as well. And for those of you who are wondering how you can be able to get more help if you need more help when it comes to this, I actually have a course strategy session that I do with my clients. So this one you can actually look it up and find it in the done for you course creation services that I have at myrracate.com/services. And if you're at the point where you're not really at the point where you want help with the course setup, or you want to hire me or my team to create the entire course, but you're just at the beginning stage and you just want clarity with how you're going to position your course so that it stands out, and how you can get clarity, crystal clarity when it comes to your ideal course student avatar, your course outcome and transformation, your messaging, even your pricing and packaging for your course, and what the inclusions will be, what the bonuses will be. Those are the things that we can talk about in the course strategy session that you can find at myrracate.com/services. So check that out in there. If you want help, basically you will hop on a session, a strategy session, and I will help you run that out so that after that, you will have this, course that is now ready to be created. It's not set up yet. It's that you don't have the course curriculum just yet, or the course or your Kajabi or Thinkific setup, but you have this document that outlines everything, the foundational thing about your course. And if you ask my clients about it, honestly, this is one of the parts in the course where we take so much time, because this is foundational, right? We're talking about like whether there's a verse in the Bible, right, that says, if I remember it right, it's like talking about how foolish it would be if you build a house on sand versus on rock or on stone, right? So that's what we're doing here. We're building the foundations. I see a chat here. Wow. Carrie Sharf said, my course is designed for women with mature skin who want glowing skin using natural ingredients. First of all, thank you so much, Carrie, for commenting on the chat. I know for some people, they're like super shy or super introvert. They don't want to interact at all. But thank you, because you're an active listener. And the people who comment and answer the questions and engage with something that they're learning, like for example, even as in a seminar or a workshop, right? Like the people who ask questions are usually the people who learn most. So yeah, that's amazing. Your course is designed for women with mature skin who want glowing skin using natural ingredients. And I think that's absolutely wonderful that you have clarity with that already. So great job, Carrie. Great job. All right, so let's move forward to the next step, which is to map out your student journey. Once you're done with the foundations, now it's time for you to map out your student journey. Here is where you define the clear path for your students, right? And how exactly do you do this, you might ask? So basically, your student journey is the steps that your students will take to get from where they are now. Again, you have done your market research, so you should be clear at where exactly they are currently at right now. What are their struggles? What are the roadblocks that they are facing that are holding them back, that are stopping them from getting the desired outcome or the goals that they want to have, or that they want to achieve, sorry. So from, again, the student journey is the steps from where they are now to where they want to be after taking your course. So just outline that in a paper, right? And then you can create like a line with 5 or 3 to 5 steps, right? So my suggestion is 3 to 5 steps, because I will explain this later on, but the steps, my recommended steps is just around 3 to 5 major steps. So just ask yourself in mapping out your student journey, what are the 3 to 5 steps that my students will have to take to be able to do X, Y, Z, which is your course outcome and transformation. If you can't do 3 to 5 steps, then 10 is the maximum, okay? And I'm putting this out strictly because of a reason that I will say later. So yeah, that is your student journey. That's the next step. So in the comment section, in the chat, let me know, what transformation do you want your students to achieve? What exactly are they going to get, or even this? So if you're not yet clear with the transformation that you want your students to achieve, and how exactly you will take them there, then what is stopping you from being able to map out your student journey? Are you struggling with just feeling like, oh my gosh, I have so much to share, and I don't really know where to start? I want to put out so many things. Like, Myra, I have a gazillion steps that I want to share to them. I don't just have 3 to 5 major steps, right? So comment down in the chat below if that's your struggle. I can definitely relate with that, because when I was creating my very first online course, that is exactly my struggle as well. And you are not alone, because a lot of my clients struggle with that as well. Hence, them getting my expertise and my support, because we're then able to organize this course curriculum and course and even the student journey that we're talking about here for them. So again, that's the second step, map out your student journey. So let me know in the chat if you are struggling with mapping out your student journey. If you are not struggling with it, then what is the transformation that you want your students to achieve? Again, comment them in the chat below, and I would love, 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 love to know. So, third step, let's move on to the third step. Define the learning objectives for each of those steps. So here's the thing. When it comes to the learning objectives, it must be very specific and very measurable. So I'm sure you must have heard of the SMART goal, right? Specific, measurable, attainable. Whoa, why am I forgetting the R? And the T is time bound. Why am I forgetting the R? I always teach this. You guys, I'm also a bit nervous. This is funny, you guys. Okay, so SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant. There you go. And time bound or timely. So we want your learning objectives to be just that. It's not like, for example, going back to my example a while ago, if your course is all about how to market your coaching program through Instagram, and you have like, 3 to 5 major steps outlined as your student journey, and let's say that your very first step is to pick a niche, just again for sample purposes, and then your learning objective would be pick a niche or pick an industry, and that's the learning objective there. I hope not. So your objective must be clear. How can you make that clearer and more specific? How can that be measurable, right? How can your students tell that, oh, actually, because of this, or because I have achieved this or attained this specific objective, I was actually able to pick a niche. So do that. do that for all of your 3 to 5 major steps. Ask yourself, what are the learning objectives for each step? Okay. And then because this will keep your course focused and measurable. What is the importance of your learning objectives? For you, it will give you a sense of clarity and focus as to what you should put in that step. And what you are supposed to be talking about, because maybe you're running around all the topics there already, when in fact it could be at step number 4 or step number 5, right? So let's start with step number 1 and what your objective is there, and measurable and beneficial for your students as well, because it will be a feedback for them, right? It whenever they assess if they're actually moving forward and progressing through your course, they know they have a specific standard that, okay, this is the objective, I must be able to do this. If I wasn't able to do this, then let me just go back a couple of steps prior and see if I can do something better. And so it's feedback for them, and it's feedback for you as well. All right. So that is the importance of um of defining the learning objectives for your step. So Carrie here says that okay, so this is the transformation: to create their own skincare routine that they will consistently use with products that they have made with ingredients that will help their specific problems in mind, that will get them glowing skin. Okay, that's amazing. Create their own skincare routine. All right. That's wonderful. So that's their transformation. I'm assuming that you are clear as well with those specific problems in mind. It could be, I'm sure it could be like, acne, or maybe they feel like, skincare is too expensive or not really that important. So things like that. That's great. That's great, Carrie. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. Where were we? That's step 3. Okay, step 4 is to brainstorm the lessons. Okay, so what do I mean by this? So now you have the student journey, the 3 to 5 major steps that they have to take for them to be able to achieve the course outcome and transformation. So right after that, you have, for each of those steps, you have defined the learning objectives. And then for each of those steps, here is the surprise that I didn't share a while ago, is that those 3 to 5 major steps that you have outlined in the student journey will be your modules. Okay, so they are your modules there inside your course. So they're like under each module, you will have lessons. So the lessons now will be just focused on how they can achieve the learning objective for that module. So under, like, for example, step 1 is your module 1, and you have a learning objective. Now the lessons could be, lesson number 1, lesson number 2, lesson number 3. All of those lessons will be focused, or will be aiming to achieve the learning objective of module 1. And module 2 will be focused on how they can on the lessons that will help them achieve the learning objective of module 2 or your step 2, and so on, right? So that is why I am limiting you to 3 to 5 major steps, because we're talking about major steps here, you guys, all right? So if it's just a minor step, you could perhaps include it or categorize it into one module or one step. right? But if it's a general major role, like for example, going back to our example a while ago, pick a niche, right? How could they pick a niche? It could be that um, that there are more specific ways to that. Like for example, they are going to do market research, or they're going to do inner, reflection on what their passions are, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and so on, what their and then after that, what the market demand is. And all of those could be like lessons under that module of picking or choosing a niche. So I hope that is making sense. Let me know if this is not making sense, and I would be happy to clarify them for you in the chat. Again, if you're watching the replay, feel free to still comment on the chat or the comment section so that I can answer your questions. All right. So that is how you brainstorm the lessons. What are the steps to be able to do the major step, or the module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So have you started brainstorming your lessons? That is my question for this point. Have you started brainstorming your lesson? Just comment, just comment down yes or no in the chat below. All right. And for this, if this is just your struggle, you have set up your foundations for your course. If you have or if you have gotten clarity on the foundations of your course and your messaging and your packaging, your price, and so on, and you just need clarity on how you can create your course curriculum and your course outline and signature framework for your course, then we can help you with that as well. We do have that in our a la carte services in myrracate.com/services, and you can find them there. Or you can also book a call with me to see what exactly or how exactly me and my team can help you specifically at where you are right now in your course creation journey. You can book the call at myrracate.com/discovery call. That's myrrakate.com/discovery call. All right. So let me know if you guys have questions, and I'd be happy to answer them. So before the fifth step, let me just like outline again what are the 4 steps that we have just talked about. 1 is to set the foundations. 2, map out your student journey. 3, define the learning objectives for each step. 4, brainstorm the lessons. And now step 5 is to write down your key points. Write down your key points for each of your lessons. So let's say that under module 1 or step 1 is, you have 3 lessons in there. So now you're going to go over each lesson, hopefully with a clear objective as well for each lesson. And then just brainstorm, just brain dump all of the things that you want to talk about in that lesson. Identify your key points. And key points, what I mean with this is this could also mean key talking points in each lesson. You don't exactly have to, oh, Carrie says, I've got to go to bed, but we'll finish watching tomorrow. Of course. Just feel free to watch the replay, Carrie. Thank you so much for joining me live here and for not making me feel alone in this live stream. This is, I think the last time I did a live stream here on YouTube is around like latter part of last year. So it's been a while, and that is why I also had some nerves going into this. But thank you, Carrie, because your engagement in the live stream, I really appreciate it, and it made me feel like I'm actually talking to someone here, because I can see the numbers, that you guys are here. All right. Okay, so going back, um, your key points are your key talking points in each lesson. You don't have to create paragraphs of your script for each lesson. Just not yet. Okay. We're talking about your course content here, your course outline. If you're a person who scripts your course videos, then after creating the course content outline and the curriculum, then and identifying the key points for each lesson, then you can create or write the script. But I suggest first start with bullet points, key points as to what you will be talking about and discussing in each lesson. So I have a hack to share here for you, which is actually something that I'm going to share in the video that will be up next Monday. Which is why I'm also all dolled up here, because I'm gonna be shooting a video right after this live stream. Okay. I'm doing all of this, you guys, really to make sure that all of you will be able to create the courses that God has called you to create. Okay? Like, there's no excuse whatsoever. Like, I'm already giving all of this value to you and teaching you the steps. Please be able to do it. And if not, if you still need help, if you're really, really busy, and you don't have the time or you don't have the tech skills, then if you have the capacity to hire me and my team to delegate and outsource the things that you don't really enjoy doing, like creating your sales page or creating your course curriculum or setting up your course portal or just helping you overall with creating and getting your course done, then just get our services at myrrakate.com forward slash services. I am unapologetically promoting my services, you guys, because I know that they help people, that they helped my clients. And which is, by the way, my clients, I'm interviewing my previous clients on the new Kingdom Course Creator video series. So if you haven't watched those installments just yet, then feel free to watch them and you will know how exactly what it's like for us as well to be working with these different clients of ours. And so they're going to share their story there, their expertise. You're not just going to learn all about online courses, but more things beyond that. And I think it's so beautiful, these interviews, and so encouraging. So again, go watch the Kingdom Course Creator video series. Your first installment with my previous client, Tawana, is up. So go ahead and watch it. Okay, I digress. I'm sorry, you guys. But I was going to say that in writing down your key points, I have a hack for you. And what is this hack? It's the formula that's actually, it's most likely popular, but you may or may not have heard about it just yet. It could be, it's actually the what, why, how formula, WWH formula. So maybe you're thinking as you're writing or brainstorming the lessons or the key points under each lesson for your course, that you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. I don't really know how to structure or organize my expertise into these lessons. So this is a great hack for you, because the what, why, how formula helps you structure your lessons to maximize clarity and impact. So what do I mean with this formula? The what, you are going to first talk about what the lesson is about, right? The topic and what exactly, or the definition, just define the what. And then the why. Why is it important? So here's the thing with adult learning, right? So adult learning, we can just like tell our students like, hey, you should do this, and then they're going to be able to do it. No. Usually if they follow you, they're going to do step 1, step 2, but steps moving forward, they're not going to do. Or they're not even going to start at all. Why? Because you have not outlined the why. Why is it important to them? Why is it relevant to them? So, adult learning, as adults, our minds are now thinking, actually, why am I even learning this lesson? Why am I even in this course? Why am I even learning about XYZ? This like the key point that you have in that lesson, right? So they're just gonna keep their minds, whether or not they're saying it to you, um, they're thinking, why? And what is the relevance of this? Because if I don't find any relevance to this lesson, I'm just going to skip it. Or I'm going to watch this, but I'm not actually going to take action because I don't find any relevance to it. I don't see why it's important and it's going to impact my life, or it's going to lead me to the goal of my of to my goal on why I took this course. So that is exactly why you, in each lesson, you have to define the why. Why is that lesson important? And then the how. After talking about the what and the why, then you can talk about the how. How are they going to execute? How are they going to apply that lesson or that topic in their lives and make it practical? Please don't make it too theoretical. Okay, let's leave the theoretical to university, to college, or to masteral or doctorate degrees. Okay, courses, a lot of the times people actually take them to learn something practical, to be actionable, for them to implement something. So make it practical. You can talk about the theory if, for some reason, what you're teaching inside your course has, those strategic theoretical things or terms that you have to talk about. But then afterwards, just how are you going to connect it with how or encourage your students to now take action? That's the most important part. So that's the what, why, how formula. Did that help? Okay, my question in this point is, did that help? Let me know in the comment section, in the chat, if you're watching right now, if that formula, if you think that formula will be able to help you in outlining the key talking points in your lessons. All right, so I believe that's it. Let me just summarize the 5 steps. First is the foundation. Set the foundations, the ideal course student avatar, course outcome and transformation, and the unique selling proposition. And then second step, map out your student journey. Third, define the learning objectives for each step. 4, brainstorm the lessons. And 5, write down your key points. So those are the 5 steps to creating course content that slays, that captures and transforms, and not just educate and inform your students. Let me go to my to the live chat here. Hi, Ellen. Hello there. Thank you for watching. Okay, so Ellen said, I've rewound to the beginning and I'm listening at rewind. Okay, at 2 times. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Okay. I hope you catch up while I'm still here, but if not, you're free to still, ask questions or comment your answers to my questions in the live stream here. And then Alan said, my avatar are Christians who love the word and want to learn even more about the word, especially the end times. Wow, that's amazing. My students should achieve mastery over the first 3 chapters of the book of Revelation and understand exactly what it takes to become a conqueror and a firstborn son of God. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. We are indeed a conqueror. Okay, Ellen also said, stopping me. What's stopping you? You're publishing a book on all of Revelation first, all right? And I have much editing and marketing to do before that is ready. Then I hope to launch a community and or this short course. That again is a wonderful, wonderful idea because I've worked with a couple of authors now who have created online courses. And the reason to that is because a book is already a great platform to teach people, right? But online courses are more action-based. How can they implement the things that they have learned in the book, right? Or if the book is more inspirational, then how can they, turn their lives around? How can you help them transform their lives and be able to actually, get their goal? Like for you, for example, Ellen, it's really more about, learning the book of Revelation and understand what it becomes to be a conqueror. So it's more about identity, right? And really leaning into that. It's just the vehicle is learning about the book of Revelation. My tip here for you, Ellen, is to focus on creating a course, not just on the messaging of, I'm going to create a course about, the first 3 chapters where you're going to achieve mastery over the first 3 chapters of the book of Revelation. But beyond that, I think the messaging can be more about what you said about becoming a conqueror, because more so people want to be a conqueror, and the vehicle going there can change or will depend to whatever, stage they're at in their lives, whatever their interests are. And your vehicle to help people become a conqueror and um, and remind them that they are firstborn sons and daughters of God is just the, mastering the first 3 chapters of the book of Revelation. So that is their vehicle, but focus on your messaging on that, the becoming a conqueror thing. And that can also be a tip for your book as well, because I myself have written a book. It's called The Faith Steps Here. And I can talk about, procrastination, imposter syndrome, things like that in my book. But what I am talking about more is how they are going to overcome the biggest roadblocks to their true success. And then true success inside the book is more defined as, the success not of the world's, but of actually obeying God and following his will, and what success looks like when we're aligned with God's will. So there you have it. Let me know if you guys have still any questions, clarifications, and I will get back to you on the comments as well. I need water. But thanks for catching the live stream, and we're gonna have one again on October 24th at 10 a.m. Philippine time, or October 23rd, 7 p.m. PST or PDT if you're from the United States. So I hope this live stream has given you value and really equipped you with the tools that you need to be able to create online course content that slays. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening or day from, depends on wherever you're at right now. And I will be talking to you soon. And don't forget to subscribe before anything else. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if it's your first time coming across my channel, the Myrra Kate Co channel. And also, if you are interested, book a call with me. to see how we can help you in turning your God-given gifts, expertise, and skills into profitable and transformational online courses. You can book a call with me at myrracate.com/discovery call. I will also put that in the description box below. Okay, that's it. I don't think I've forgotten anything else, but I'm looking forward for another live stream on 2 weeks from now to see you guys there.